Sodium. I don't think it's this, I'll be honest. Yeah, I think this is. I think this is overcooking, I'll be honest. Dartboard, yeah. What else could the fucking numbers be, man? Numbers. It doesn't add up to, because all the numbers for the Dread Torrent stuff are all like 763 to 769. It doesn't add up to those numbers. I mean, oh. Hold on a second. You know what? Maybe we'll let ChatGPT tell us about this. Hold on. Listen to this. I actually know about this, and I don't know if this is connected, but just pause. Hold on, can you hear that before I start? You hear that lady speaking? Yeah. Oh no. Okay, bear with me. Alright, listen to this.
The hollow nickel case is one of the most fascinating Cold War espionage cases in US history. It started with a curious coin and eventually led to the exposure of a Soviet spy ring operating in the United States. What happened? In 1953, a young paperboy in Brooklyn received a nickel as payment. The coin felt unusually light, and when he accidentally dropped it, it cracked open, revealing microfilm hidden inside. The microfilm contained a series of numbers, later revealed to be part of a coded message. The FBI was brought in, but for 4 years, they had no idea what the message meant or who it was for. The case became known as the hollow nickel case, because of that mysterious coin. The break in the case. In 1957, a Soviet defector named Reino Haihenin, codename Victor, came forward to U.S. authorities, providing key information about Soviet espionage activities. He revealed that the hollow nickel was meant for a Soviet spy named Rudolf Abel. Abel was living under an alias in Brooklyn and operating as a top Soviet intelligence officer in the U.S. He was arrested and tried for espionage, and the contents of the hollow nickel became a crucial part of the evidence against him. The outcome. Rudolf Abel was convicted and sentenced to 30 years in prison in 1957. He became famous when he was exchanged in 1962 for downed American U-2 pilot Francis Gary Powers in a spy swap on the Glienicke Bridge in Berlin, often called the Bridge of Spies. Pop culture. This case partly inspired the 2015 film Bridge of Spies, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Tom Hanks.
Think
The
I've
movie
seen it.
dramatizes
The movie.
Abel's capture and the eventual exchange for Powers. Let me know if you want to peek into what was actually in.
Shut up. Yeah, I remember reading something about that. So possibly is along the same line. So it contained this, which isn't a lot, to be honest. and doesn't really, isn't kind of similar to what we've got. But could it be connected? Maybe. How did they decode it? I know it was that guy, the defector. Yeah, what did the numbers mean in that case? Well, the numbers. So like. Yeah, how did they decode it? Is what I want to know. Wait, this is on FBI.gov? I'm in FBI.gov now. There was 5 digits in each number and 21 numbers in most columns. It was a coded espionage message. They carefully wrapped the nickel and might have photographed a shipment to the FBI laboratory. The face of the coin was a 1948 Jefferson nickel. In the R of the word trust, there was a tiny hole, obviously drilled so that a fine needle or the small instrument could be inserted to force the nickel open. I'll never get over the kind of innovation of like espionage. It's insane. Okay, here we go. The key to this mystery seems to be a 36-year-old lieutenant colonel of the Soviet State Security Service, the KGB. He telephoned in 1957 the US State's embassy in Paris, and he got interviewed, and he said he was operating in the US and he needs help. His name was Rino Hayanen. That doesn't tell me how they solved it. Hold on. The coded still had yet to be deciphered. During the FBI's extensive interviews with him, it was carefully questioning regarding the codes and crypto system. It doesn't tell me how they did it. Fuck. How did they decode the hollow coin? Tell me. It just says using information. That doesn't help me, man. You're a bastard. I gotta contact the FBI. You're right. You're right. You think if I call up the KGB, they'll tell me? I know what it says. But, I mean, I suppose I could, like, reverse engineer it somehow. Uh-oh. 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 There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's nobody here. How the fuck? Must have been a delayed ping. Nobody here, right? It was the Oracle. Patient never landed. Yeah, we fucking know, man. We fucking know. About Kiga, innit? About Kiga. I'm sure you're aware about what happened on April 7th with Ryan Kiga. The whole medevac transport from Hulayan lads to extract Ryan Kiga from Sandy Shores out of the city. I'm sure you're aware that the transport was hit, however not successful. That the transport hit was not successful. This is where everyone is wrong. The plane that landed at LSA to extract Dr. Ryan Keegan never left the city. The pilot was held at gunpoint and forced to land the plane at Grapes. Ryan Keegan was handed over, but not to the government, not to the lab, not to Humane Labs, to someone else, someone waiting. I'm sure he's someone in some safe house owned by the Faceless. We are still working on trying to get more information on Dread Torrent. We have confirmed they use Jetsam for imports/exports. Talk to Blake Cole. The shipping company Jetsam? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Like, should we contact the Oracle and let them know about the numbers from Dread Torrent? Is there a way to contact them? We have their phone number. We do have their phone number. Wait, what the fuck? Sorry, my bad. What is that thing? Brian Moon? Look at them armored RV. I'm just thinking about contacting them because I don't want, like, I don't think Dark would want them to think he's just like consuming information that they're giving over without giving anything back. You know? Let's head down to the docks. Hey, Kashi. No, you. Maybe I'm a good one, buddy. Okay. Blake Cole at Jetsam. For imports. What to do. Need to get this book into evidence, but it's not urgent. That's a gun. The cough fucked up the animation. Hold on. Hello? Okay, yeah, I get it. You're anonymous. You don't want to speak, but it's me. It's Richard there. I didn't want you to think that you were helping us out isn't gonna go unnoticed, so I figured I'd give you something back. You were right about the numbers, the dread taunt numbers. Won't give away too much, otherwise my job might be on the line. But you were right. We got some actionable info. Just, be sure we're still looking into this. And thank you for all your help. To the docks we go. So happy they actually picked up, dude. I didn't look like a crazy person. I was thinking like I'm gonna have to leave a fucking message. Also, I don't know whether maybe I just didn't notice it before. I'll check when I get down the street a little bit. But did the payphone have an answer payphone button on it? Let me check. These ones functional? They should be. I'm not 100%. These ones aren't. I don't know why. Anybody watch the new episode of The Last of Us? Oh. I need to look at a payphone now. Okay. I think Mo's selling drugs. That's our neighbor, guys. That's our neighbor, guys. Yeah, it's definitely Mo. When a few more episodes do you dive into the new season? Fair enough, though. You having a hard time what happened in season 1? Rewatch season 1. It was a good season, so I recommend it. I think a lot of people are like complaining about the differences between... I was talking to Corky about this. A lot of people are going to complain about the differences between like the game and the TV show. But like, I think I might be like the outlier that just doesn't care. Because they're like different mediums. Oh, it does say answer payphone. Can't do anything with it though. Like they're different mediums that are just like going about telling the same story a different way. And I really don't have an issue with it at all. I did play The Last of Us. I played both of them on PS4. I could play them on my Giga PC now, that's true. The payphones are answerable or callable? I want to figure that out. Maybe now's not the right time, but I really want to figure that out. Because I would love to do that shit. Is there like a number on it? That number's not long enough. Nope. What about... Hold on. What about if I called my own phone? Rippy? And then what about if I call it back? Hold on. If I call it back... Fuck! Doesn't work. I don't want the game to totally replicate on a TV. Yeah, I'm in completely the same boat. The fuck? The fuck do they know where I am? Chris Peters should know more about Blake Cole. Oh shit. Okay. Chris? He's not around. Fuck! Oh, what the... Okay, Chris Peters.